Hey everyone, this is Wei and welcome back. Let's do a figure drawing in an action pose. So let's get started and I'll talk about the process along the way. Alright, so let's draw Ronaldo in this action pose. So it's kind of a figure drawing kind of exercise. So whenever you do any kind of figure drawing, just try to block out the shapes first and always start from the middle, like the heaviest part, which is going to be the, his torso area. So you can do like a little line just to represent the overall slant of the torso, and it's very important. And then from there you can kind of just block in. You can almost do like a box. You can kind of envision it, and I'll do it right now. So if I have a box, this kind of represents his whole upper body area, his chest area. Okay, and then here's the little line that comes down, and then you can work from there. Let's say we can go down to his hip. Right, his hip area down here, and then we can sketch in the legs like that. I mean, there's lots of way to do this. You can almost do like kind of like a stick figure type if you like. You can kind of rough it in that way. Just find the joints, and then just kind of do little stick figures like this. Really basic stuff, and then once you have this, you can kind of check the proportions and things like that. But it's a little bit hard, right? It's a little bit hard to check the proportion when you only have stick figures. So let's keep going and see we can work out a better process. All right, so we can do like a stick figure like this, just doing the joints coming down. Okay, and then now here's the thing with figure drawings: the head is always last, because a lot of times if you do the head first, you end up not fitting the body very well, because the head position is more, it's a little bit more loose. I mean, it could be in different positions and it will look okay. But if you put the head first and then your body's off, then it kind of throws off everything off. So we're gonna skip the head for now, and then we're just gonna draw this. We can do like a little mannequin, So here's his underwear. It can almost be like kind of like a triangle shape. And then let's go on with the legs, and then we can do like a cylindrical shape. Okay, cylindrical shape, and we're not gonna do the knees, right? Let's just concentrate on the limbs. Okay, and then here his foot kind of arcing like this, and then his other leg. Now this other leg looks like it's coming forward, and you can check the knee position, right? Like this knee is lower than this knee. Right, so this knee is kind of right here. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Gonna do a little cylindrical shape. And when you do the cylindrical shape, just kind of draw the back of it too. Because I know the shape is like this, but if you do the back of it, actually helps. It helps you see the form a little bit better. And then here, the foot's gonna be flat on the ground because it's squarely planted onto the ground. Very important to have that. And then we go up to the arm. Let's see, looks like it's just coming straight back like this, and then it kind of tilts down this way, and then his fist is like right around there. So very simple, very and then this one, let's see, looks like it's going back, right? So you can see how I'm trying to draw the inside of it too, even though it's behind the box, behind his chest. It's always good with figure drawing is to visualize the back, because again, it's going to give you a fuller picture of what's in the front by drawing the back, and it's very important. So you can see how we don't have a head, right? So now we can do the head, and we can do like a little cylinder as well, since we're doing cylinders. So you can see how flexible the head is, because the head could actually be in a different position and it still look okay, So with figure drawing, always, especially if you're drawing poses and stuff, try to start with the body first and then work on the head. All right, so now we have this. We can actually draw this, and this is kind of a cool thing because the action is very cool. It's very dynamic, and the clothing works really well too. So I'm just gonna quickly sketch this to show you how you can turn a little box figure like this into kind of a semi-finished drawing. So I can actually start shading the clothing because it's so dynamic. It really shows the form, and it's stretching a lot, which is cool and you see these lines. You can almost just do these lines and it'll look good. All right, so it's gonna come down There's a little bit of flare right here, comes up. Okay, so clothing comes up. And I'm just seeing those big shapes. Here's his chest coming down. Then there's some more clothing right here. Some more wrinkling going on here. So it's very dynamic, which is really cool. All right, so now you can kind of feel his clothing a little bit. We can actually do more of this hand. I'm not sure about the Adidas stripes for now, but let's just skip that. Let's skip the hands for now. Okay, we can actually go up, or let's go down because I kind of want to do the clothing because it's really cool. So here's the crotch area. So you can see the shading, right? How it's pulling the clothing because he's doing a kick. So his leg swings back and looks like it's gonna come here. It's short. Couple of wrinkles here. Okay, and some wrinkly lines here. This stretches over. Very important right here. This stretch is what really sells the kick. So it's really cool. And then it's short. Let's see, this one's pretty. Yeah, it looks like it's somewhere right here. And this part is dark because it's in shadow. And then here are these lines. This is very important because this cloth is folding and it's stretching over. And it's gonna give you that. It's almost like a contour line, you know. So this contour is this way. It's kind of bulges like that. And in here it's darker. Okay, because it's inside of the short, right? So this whole overall is kind of, see how it's like a cylinder. And it almost acts like a contour line. So it's really cool. Okay, so we can do this. And then the other hand, right, the other arm. So this is dark. I'm just looking at it. Dark, darker, and then not as dark, right? Because it flattens out right there. And this part is dark. Okay, and then his clothing stretches over again. Again, very cool. I mean, this you can start feeling it, right? I mean, just a little bit of simple shading like this. Actually, yeah, soccer players are really good to draw in terms of poses because they're very dynamic, you know. All right, let's move on to the leg. So now we can go down. Let's see, its knee. So this is kind of dark. There's a little bit of musculature. Don't pay too much attention to that stuff yet because it's still smaller detail. But let's work on his shin area. Okay, so we can sketch that in like this, and then this again more wrapping, a little bit more wrapping. Okay, we can just kind of shade it like this. There's a little bit of highlight on the back, but we can simplify it a little bit. Some lines, detailing. All right, very forceful. You know, be gentle when you're doing the guidelines, but then when you know it is kind of dark and you know, just kind of hit it and try to do it in like with your hand. See, like it's a couple of strokes like that, right? And that could almost represent it. I know there's some detailing on the shoe, so I'm trying to get that too. All right, so just see how simple that was. Just a couple of strokes, you know. And that's kind of how you want to approach this thing, and because it is a relatively small drawing, all right, so you don't want to spend too much time in any given one area, all right, so let's move on to the other leg. Lots of little musculature going on there, and then here's more contour lines, which is great. Okay, and then here's a little bump comes down. There's a little line there. Okay, again, see contour lines. If I just keep going like that, you can start feeling, because this foot is kind of coming toward you a little bit. Okay, so I can shade this a little bit dark since it is part of the uniform. And then let's see, white socks. Okay, and then the shoe. Again, some detailing. Let's just go something like that. You know, very simple. Not too much stuff. Just give it some shadowing just to give it so we can plant it into the ground. All right, so let's do the hands a little bit. This thing's the hands are very important in figure drawing. They're extremely, extremely important. Actually, more important than in terms of animation and stuff, the hand, and very, very important. It actually gives you the sense of the pose and the action much better than the rest of the body. Kind of learned that doing animation with the Disney guys. Okay, so let's see the body. Here's his other fist. It's kind of hidden. All right, now we can go to the head. So the head itself is a little bit more complicated, obviously, and we can simplify it. And now we can draw in, a little bit better structure. Okay, kind of like that. Then we can do, let's say and again, this is a very small drawing, so don't try to overdo the details. Like his hair, I'm just gonna simplify, and even his face, just kind of try to capture this might be a little bit difficult, but see how blunt my pencil is? It's because I'm using a 6B, so you really can't go into with too much detail anyways. So you just kind of see the big areas. Here's his nose, okay, and then his mouth is kind of going down like that. So you just kind of see the big areas and just kind of shade those. I mean, it doesn't even have to be, just kind of focus on the shadow. I know it's a little bit difficult. I mean, it's hard for me to see too. Okay, and then shadowing on this side of the face is important because you gain some rim lighting. All right, and then now we can make his hair a little bit darker, his ear. So obviously this is not gonna look like him unless I go in and into with like a really fine pencil and try to sketch that, but I'm not gonna do that because I just kind of want to capture this action, which is really cool. All right, so that's the head. You can see how simple that is. Don't outline it too much, just concentrate more on the shadowing. Shade the shadowing and the shape itself will come, If you outline it, then you end up flattening up the character and it starts looking very, two-dimensional. All right, so let's see, I don't know what else to do with this. I think that's probably it. I mean, I can go in and now if I wanted to, I can, sharpen up my pencil and just kind of putting more detail and some more shading, a little bit more the mid-tone, because right now is like mostly, the deep shadows, and then the paper white, which is going to be the highlight. But I can go in and give it a little bit more, just a little bit more shading. See now I'm seeing like, this part of the shirt is much whiter, so this can be a little bit darker. And there's a lot of little shading on his shirt right here. So you can go in, and finish up little detail like that. And even like with his stripes, you can just kind of go like this. Like for his pants, a couple of stripes. Some striping down here. And then maybe whatever this lettering in here. Something really simple. I don't know if I want to do that. Might be a little bit difficult. Here's a little, let's try to do this little symbol here. And then some more striping. Again, very simple, very broad strokes, And as long as you get the pose, let's do a little bit more shading on the face, just a little bit better on the Terminator, so they can get like an overall line coming down. Okay. All right, so here, this is really quick. Wait a minute. I almost forgot the ball. All right. Well, I have to draw the ball, right? It's gonna look like what's he kicking into. All right. So I was so into the figure that I almost forgot about the ball. I guess this would be the easy part, right? Well, not if they have these stars right here, which is kind of difficult to draw because it's kind of contouring to the ball, obviously. So I'm gonna draw a little bit of shading, very simple. Darken up the stars a little bit, give it some shadow. Yeah, I think that's it. That's it for the ball. So it's kind of a cool drawing. You know, this kind of stuff is a lot of fun to do. You know, just try to capture the motion. You know, this movement. Even if your drawing is not so detailed, it's okay. So, you know, just start out real basic, you know, like a mannequin figure, and draw some lines, and then start doing the cylindrical shape. And then from there you can start shading, or you can, you know, refine your, you know, every block if you want. But I just kind of went in and start shading. So anyhow, that's it for this video. I'll do more of these kind of figure drawing because they are very useful. It's kind of very different from just drawing like a face portrait and things like that. So I'll definitely do more of this, and that's it for this one, and hope you guys like this little soccer drawing of Ronaldo, if I can call it that. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoy this, and I will see you next time.